this deeming provision is used to continue to mine in violation of law.
The renewals are not taking place, and the miners they are extracting the ore from the mines, even violating the norms for the deemed renewal itself.
Imagine renting a room for 1 month for 100 rupees and then getting to use it for the next 20 years at the same rent. That's what the Odisha government is doing with its mines. Companies with expired mining leases suddenly get to keep their mines for 20 years. Extended lease for 20 years. No additional payments taken for extension. And as a result, state incurring massive losses as a result of extension. Here's what the Odisha government's own submissions to the Supreme Court shows. Given 15 to 20 years of extension. 38 companies given extension for 10 years. 145 companies given extensions for 5 to 10 years. That 215 mining companies got their leases extended for between 5 and 20 years.
Both by the state government and also by the miners, it is both the stakeholders, they were very happy with this kind of renewal or non-renewal.
These extensions allowed mining companies to make tens of thousands of crores. They extracted thousands of tons of more minerals than they were supposed to. And the Odisha government that desperately needs money did and got nothing. Hardly any royalties and hardly any income. If this is not plain old-fashioned loot, what is it? Why does this happen?
That yes, there is a talk in the town that 500 rupees per ton goes to the third floor of the secretariat.
What's the cost of this crony capitalism? The demand for fine quality iron ore peaked during the international boom, and it was then when most of the private companies operating in Keonjhar and the adjoining areas went for overproduction. In fact, some of the private players started producing at least 6 to 7 times more than the permissible limit. Society Group says 155 mining companies are operating illegally in the state.
My assessment and getting from the report from this field, what I feel, the 50 crore and another 50 crore is 100 crore tons of iron ore that has been extracted and sold out.
The Odisha High Court is yet to rule on a PIL seeking a CBI probe into the scam. So senior journalist Ravi Narayan Das approached the Supreme Court.
The scam is, see, some people are mining without valid lease.
Has a good case. Odisha's mining extensions are in blatant violation of the Forest and Mining Act. As per law, mining leases in forest areas can't be renewed without approval from the central government. But the Odisha government openly ignored this rule, ignored the Odisha government's ignoring of the rule. Such was the crony capitalism and the manner in which companies, the state government and the centre were in cahoots.
So what was happening in 2000-2001, suppose somebody has already produced some, whatever was the limit if they have crossed. In the next mining scheme, IBM was approving that and IBM was giving the approval for the successive mining scheme.
The Central Empowered Committee in its report on illegal mining submitted on 26 April 2010, a copy of which is available with NewsX, has also raised questions on the delay by the government in taking decisions on renewal applications. Even the CAG has raised the issue, underlining how illegal mining is robbing the nation of lakhs of crores. But despite these damning reports, almost nothing is being done to stop illegal mining and to make those doing it pay for their loot. Nothing being done to stop them and fine them. No party, no leader, no government is willing to take serious action on this ongoing loot. This is the real tragedy of this all-party scam, that it shamelessly continues even after being unearthed.